Hi, how's it going? I once again missed last week, but sadly it was probably because my phone broke. I wouldn't use that too much as an excuse because my phone broke on Friday when I was supposed to upload already. I don't know why time flies so quickly. It's kind of hard to keep up, but I'm gonna continue to try, you know? What I've been up to lately, I've been one of the main things I've been doing is pretty much cooking cuisines from like different cultures like around the world, including mine. I'm eating one from mine right now, actually. It's a. I hope I pronounce it right. I asked my family. Sovada. Wait, massa sovada. It's a Portuguese sweetbread from São Miguel, which is where my family, most of them live. I still have yet to be able to afford to go visit my grandma. Vava is what we call our grandmas and grandpas. Ava and Vava. But I will eventually, I swear. But we would have this bread year round, sometimes without the egg, but especially around like Easter time, if that makes sense with the egg. But yeah, it's so good. It's so tasty. So far, what I've been trying to find out what to make like leftovers less dull. And I found out, oh, it's so easy to make like different cultures things with flour. So I've been making breads like crazy. I started off with finding out how to make dumplings. So it's super, super easy too. You make like little dumpling rolls and stuff like that, and then you just roll them out, and then it's just like the little things you just fill it up with stuff and then roll it up and then just steam it. But yeah, it's so crazy how you could even save the dough and like it's literally just like a few ingredients with flour and you just made a whole cuisine from someone's culture that you're just like, man, y'all are definitely onto something. This shit bussin'. Like, ew, I hate saying that. But no, that was like really good because I made it was beef dumplings and I didn't make them soup dumplings. They were like actually like closed and stuff like that. And it was really good. And you're able to use some of the like extra of the insides, like the beef and vegetables and stuff on the outside for garnish. Whew, it was so good. It was so filling too. Everything with flour is so filling. Like I'm almost done with this bread. Like I can't keep on doing it. Also, a good thing to pair it with is coffee. So sorry if I'm talking very quickly. Espresso time. But yes, that was the first one that we did. I did it over at Forest's place. Right now I'm at home where I made this bread. Uh, but yeah, let me see if I can sit you guys down here. Hope you don't play RuneScape right now. My phone being on my laptop. Uh, but yeah, after doing dumplings, I moved on to making homemade empanadas. And my dad would always just call them meat pies, and I'm just like, I think it's because when I lived in Providence, Rhode Island, we had a few vendors that would walk around the street, and there would be meat pie vendors, which was just empanadas. That was literally it. And so my dad would learn how to make it and then just make it at home and he would like fry them. But I made baked ones and they were still really good. I feel like the dough, I'll also show pictures while I'm talking about it if you haven't already seen them. I like think I made the dough a little too thick on that one. Like I'm still gonna continue to like work on each ones to try and figure out the best way to do it. Eventually probably invest in a like deep fryer or learn how to just pan fry everything, you know, because I feel like that would have been good too. Because baking it, it's really hard to not, at least in my experience, to not make it like dry. But the inside was really good and juicy enough that like it didn't really make a difference. And like I coated everything with butter too, so it was like tasty. Yeah, that was the next thing I made. And then I really, really was thinking, I used to be very, very, very close to a family member's significant other that's now an ex, uh, that is from Pakistan, and their food was always amazing. They would invite us over for dinner all the time, and their family was like our family. It's weird now if I ever see them. Some things went down. I won't go into that story. Maybe one day, but it's not my story to tell. So no. But yeah, their food, they have a restaurant somewhere too. I haven't seen it for a long time. I've been actually avoiding it, sadly, but their food has been like out of this world. And they, well, yeah, they were a big influence on me as like a family and seeing other cultures and stuff. And I was like, you know what I'm really feeling right now? How do you make naan, like naan bread for like food? Because I feel like if you go to the store, it's kind of expensive, and also wouldn't it taste better homemade? So I ended up making some naan bread, and I didn't like the first recipe that I found, so I did two different batches of two different things, and we made. I didn't want to overwhelm myself with like ingredients and trying to find out how to make everything from scratch. So we got like Forrest and I got like this packet that it was already like pre-made curry for butter chicken. So we used that, threw the chicken in and just cooked it, seasoned it and stuff like that. Threw that on top, uh, put some yogurt on top of it too, and then we only had white rice. I really wanted the, how I pronounce it, basmati rice, which is the Indian rice, and we didn't have it, but I do now, and I'm gonna use it for my next thing I'm doing, but as we're going down the line, we'll get there. Uh, but yeah, it was so good. We realized that we do want to make our own like whole curry because the one in the packet was kind of very like tomatoey. It was meant to be tomatoey, but like we were like, ah, we would like it like a little more savory or something like that. Would be pretty great. Um, but yeah, it was really delicious. Like we destroyed it. I had to finish it in two sittings because it was a lot of food too. And the naan came out perfectly the second time. If I could remember, I will put the recipes I used down below for about everything I've done so far. So let's see. Actually, so far, what have we done? It looks like Chinese, Spanish, which is more like Mexican, I'm pretty sure is where empanadas are from. Yes, Indian or like Middle Eastern. I just did Portugal here. And then Forrest is going to teach me Italian because he used to make homemade like spaghetti and stuff. And he told me that's very easy too. So I might be able to actually record that too because I realized with all the things I've been doing, I should record myself cooking because even though it's going to be a mess, flour will be everywhere. I feel like it would be cool to show you guys like the process and my thought process and also what I do wrong so you don't do it that way. Um, but yeah, it would be fantastic, and I'll also do recommendations for like the actual recipes. And the one that I was talking about that I'm doing next, we're going to Nigeria. We're not going to it, but like we are moving on to the next recipe that is going to be oxtails and how do you pronounce it? Jollof rice. But yeah, it's not gonna be like oxtail with gravy or anything like that. It's gonna be just like maybe a little marinated. I need to get that ready. Also, oxtails are expensive if you get the good ones. I guess you could say that about every meat, but I splurged and got like a big thick packet of oxtails that look delicious. Not raw. Scratch that. But yeah, I'm gonna make all of that, and I was able to get all the ingredients, and I'm excited for it because that's probably what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. While I also throw things in the crock pot for tomorrow, which is Big Food Day. I don't like the way that we were taught Thanksgiving in like high school and how we had to learn that America sucks. So I call it Big Food Day because I still celebrate it for being able to have like one day of the year where we have like actual like specific meals for that day. I hate the history about it. It's Indigenous Peoples Day. It's already their month and we love them. They've gone through a lot and they are still going through a lot. We have to support them with everything we can because I have no native blood in my body. I really don't belong in this land, but I'm stuck here because one half of my family brought my other half of my family here, and now we're stuck. As you can see, Portuguese bread. They were one of the main people who did the slave ships and stuff. I'm an enigma because But for sure, I'm gonna try to make that probably tonight. And if I remember, which I should, I will record it and I'll probably make it in another video because this one's already long enough. And I'll try to post that video in the middle of the week, if not right after this one is posted on Friday. Let's make it happen. I'm making up for last week. Okay, I'll try to make it happen. Other than that, go ahead and like, subscribe. I'll try to put the recipes down below. Tell me what other like things I should dwell into now that I'm doing Nigerian, Mexican, Chinese. Ooh, I might be able to get my hands on some Wagyu. And I'll learn how to make sushi. Okay, yeah, just recommend things to me down below and I will fucking make them. I swear, because it's so fun so far. It really is. And I would like to let everyone experience my experience too, to hopefully spark something in them to want to cook again or bake again or like save money because eating out is expensive, you know. But yeah, okay, like, subscribe, and see you soon with the other video. I promise, knock on wood, that I will post 2 videos. So you'll see it right after this. All right, bye.